Looking for a workplace that feels like home? Midwest Bank might just be the place. We're hiring a personal banker in Lincoln who enjoys helping others and being a part of a close-knit team. With great perks and a community-focused mission, you'll feel right at home here. Porque aquí todos son bienvenidos. Apply today at Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies with a high near 56. Tonight, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, partly cloudy, a low around 38. And tomorrow, we'll see most of the skies return with light winds, afternoon high near 66. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And wow, what a great spring it has been here. We've had record sales happening at Koppel. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is giving out employee pricing on select new models. Yes, you heard that right. Employee pricing is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. So please stop on in the store and see the team or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Some rebates to dealer.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has zero hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their Contact Us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Right now in Lincoln, neighbors are facing hunger and homelessness, and they need our help. Your donation to Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day helps provide nutritious meals, safe shelter, and life-changing support. Your gift goes even further thanks to matching funds from the Lincoln Community Foundation. Working together, we can make our community stronger by ensuring that everyone has access to nutritious food and a safe place to sleep at night. Give to Matt Talbot today or anytime through May 28th at givetolincoln.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainer.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Lafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. It is a Tuesday here on The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainer with you. AD will be coming in just a moment as he ran into a little bit of traffic on the way here. And so AD is about to walk in the door. He'll join us in less than 30 seconds, as you'll hear his laugh, I'm sure, in just a minute. But nonetheless, as always, 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, open for you guys the entire show, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Allo Cable Channel 961. We've got plenty of stuff to talk to you about and talk with you about here this morning. Nebraska baseball and Kansas State here tonight as we continue to wind down the midweek season of games for Husker baseball after they were able to avenge the series against the Illinois Fighting Illini over the weekend. In addition to that, Brendan Sorsby, my goodness, if you can even imagine Brendan Sorsby, who signed one of the largest NIL deals with Texas Tech over the offseason. He is going to be taking a leave from the Texas Tech football program and be checking into a rehab facility for a gambling addiction. And what sources are telling ESPN is that he was gambling on games that he participated in while at Indiana back, I believe, in 2022. So much there as we go ahead and bring him in, the man, the myth, the legend. It's AD.
What's up, brother?
There he is.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, Slim, that Sorsby situation, man, is there's a lot of layers. We're definitely going to dive deep into that, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. And also, even before we dive into it, Swim, we'll dive into the NCAA guidelines on gambling, because some of the ins and outs of it, I didn't realize until I dug in this a little bit more and read through. So appreciate you opening up, man. Swim, I got to South Street.
Sure.
And I sent you that picture. I'm like, what? They made it all one lane on 10th and South.
I know.
And so I'm cutting through back alleys and neighborhoods. And if I would have stayed there, I would have still been probably about by maybe Park Middle School by now.
I'm sure.
So it's like, I'm just going to shoot through some neighborhoods. Voop, voop, voop. Like, people were like, dude, where are you going?
Yeah, in that vehicle, you probably look like Secret Service.
Incog.
Neato. Don't do this to me. It's always the people closest to you. It's always the people closest to you.
See, if you just
that want to set you up.
If you just think, oh, that's neato, just always.
Oh, yeah, that's why. It's not the fact of me not knowing what the word is. It's the fact of that you say it all the time, the opposite way.
The way that you said it, real quick, neato.
Yeah, let me make this very clear, because I've had, I don't get to talk to many listeners that often when I'm out and about. But trust me, people come up to me, have come up to me quite often these last couple of weeks, and be like, "Hey, so Nick, what'd you say on the radio the other day?"
Niggas getting pamphlets from
exactly.
diversity training.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Diversity Day episode of The Office on Netflix. Yeah, Jesus Louise. No.
So no, we got a lot to discuss today. As Swim mentioned, it's a full slate, and it's going to be some good stuff. We're going to start NFL draft, just kind of breakdowns Wednesday through Friday. But Nick had a great point this morning, our conversating back and forth. This Sorsby is something we don't want to pass up, because this is huge, because Texas Tech's other quarterback may not be back because he has a collarbone surgery.
Yeah.
So Texas Tech is in a really tough situation right now. The NCAA, of course, is still investigating, so we'll dive into that. Nebraska, as you mentioned, as well as got K-State tonight. That'll be on the Big 10 Plus. Big Ten Plus. So we'll discuss that as well. Swim, but something I want to get to, and I believe this is just mind-blowing to me, because we always kind of go around the world, this and that, as we start the show. But there is a young man named Sebastian Sawe.
Okay.
1 hour, 59 minutes at the London Marathon.
No way.
1 hour, 59 minutes. Sebastian, look him up, folks. Sebastian Sawe became the first athlete to break 2 hours in a competitive record-eligible race. He broke the previous world record by 65 seconds, previously held by Kelvin Kiptum. His was 4:30. Dude, think about this. Average pace, 4:33 per mile. So think about that
makes me
bro.
sick. You're walking around, or not walking. You're running around a track at a little over 1 minute per time around.
That's crazy.
That is absurd.
For 26 times.
See, here's the thing. People forget when I ran the 400. When I went out and ran the 400.
I forgot about that.
I went out and ran the 400.
That was in your young days.
I was young. I was younger and more spry.
Spry. I like that.
This was before I fell down the bleachers at Sandhills Global Youth Complex. And my ankle still is hurting. But here's the deal. I ran one time around the track at 1 minute and 24 seconds.
That's not bad, bro.
That's one time.
I know, but
he's got to do it.
He would have done that probably. He would have done that in 4 minutes. Yeah, he would have done that a couple times.
Yeah, and kept the pace up. That's what's most impressive.
Swim.
Is we might all get lucky and be able to do it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 laps.
Swim really.
This dude did it for what? What would that be? What? A marathon's 23.1,
23.6.
So 23. Okay, well, whatever.
Something like that. He did it.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, he did that basically in, what would that be? 4 times 20, 80 sometimes around the track.
That is
a little over 90 times around the track. Kept up that pace
for an hour and 59 seconds.
That makes me sick.
He did it. If we have any runners out there, how monumental is this something for all? I mean, this is just, I just can't understand. I mean, I was going through this swim. I always like to find some interesting things. This is just mind-blowing to me. Here's some of the other numbers on what he did. Oh, my computer's going up slow here. Here we go. It was the first sub-2 marathon under official World Athletics conditions. Unlike there was a guy in 2019, Eliud Kipchoge was his last name. It was a controlled event. Achieved it on a London course, which is considered slower than Berlin or Chicago. So do you think about that? That's considered the race, the track where he did it at, and the path.
Sure.
The trail, whatever you want to call it, was slower. The race saw multiple historic performances. It's just mind-blowing to think about this. Close strong with so he says he trains 200 kilometers per week, 30 kilometers a day at altitude.
My goodness.
At altitude.
And if you're doing it that way, I mean, you enjoy it.
Yeah. And Swim, the thing about it, dude, he's only 31. He's from Kenya in the Rift Valley. He's only 4 races so far. Only 4 in this. So ran 2:02 in Valencia back in 2024. That was the second fastest debut ever at that time. So won London and Berlin in 2025 with times just over the 2 hour mark at 2 hours and 2 seconds. So,
okay. So here we go. So we're getting ridiculed on the text line here.
26.3.
It's 26.3.
Yeah. Well,
but here's the deal.
Because I knew. I said to myself, wait a minute. No, it's 26.3.
Well, because isn't the
13.2 is the half.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd technically be like 26.4.
Appreciate it, Murph. Appreciate it, Bill.
But anyway, so Ben says 26.3 miles times 4 equals 105 laps on a track. I couldn't do that math in my head.
No,
but
we appreciate
over
the text
90
line because we're slow.
Over 90. We are.
Well, I am.
There you go.
You're really good with
yeah,
numbers.
I'm sharp.
I am
I'm
not
sharp.
good with numbers.
Don't diminish me.
I'm not really good at numbers.
I'm not good at numbers either. I'm just messing. This is notable because the Lincoln Marathon is not Tuesday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It's this week.
Murph, it is. Yeah, thanks for the correction, all of you on there, because we were saying 20. I was like, no, that don't sound right because 13.2 is up. Yes, we got it. 26.2. Thank you very much. Murph, this is huge. Breaking the 2 hours like Banner breaking 4-minute mile. Yes, back in the day, couldn't be done until it was. I like that. Couldn't be done until it was. I just still can't fathom this, Swim.
I know.
Remember I told you about my little 5K with Farrell's about 7 years ago? And literally, there were people I was just getting to, not even to the Bob yet. There were people already on their way back. And it's just mind blowing me, man.
You'll never catch me signing up for one. I would love to. I would love to. I wish I could participate in the half marathon and all that stuff. It's just not my thing.
No, that's Swim. What's the farthest you've ever ran before?
From home plate to third base. No, that's not true. We used to do it. We did this 3 times a week in high school. And I mean, I was a catcher, so I just always had the build of a catcher. So we obviously Pius at 70th and A, a little, off between 70th and 56th and A. We had what we called the square, where we would start out, and we used to do this at like 6 in the morning or so. Pitchers and catchers would start out at Pius, and we'd run up to 70th and A, to 56th and A, or excuse me, 70th and South, 70th and A to 70th and South, 56th and South to 56th and A, and make our way back. And I think it was like a little over 4 miles or so by the time it was all done. But we did that 3 times a week. I mean, it was fine.
That's some running.
Well, after it was rough, it was more difficult for pitchers because if they threw the night before, we would have them run the square the next morning because the arm, running, and it just loosens everything.
Yeah,
up.
no doubt.
So,
Eric, the breakdown, I looked this up, 200 kilometers per week equals 124 miles per week. 30 kilometers per day is 18.6 miles per day. This guy was running dang near a marathon a day.
How about this one? 3301 on the text line says a marathon is 26.2. I should know. I've run 4 of them, including the Boston Marathon. We've got a marathon. How about this guy?
Congratulations on that.
How about this?
Congratulations, 3301. That is just phenomenal, man. I've got Swim. There's a lot of things that people do that leave me in amazement. Running that far is one of them.
Yeah.
I just don't. They talk about the runner's high. I've never experienced
I've never ran long enough to experience the runner's high. Like I've never gotten to that point where I'm like, well, I'm running either outside or on a treadmill. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm breaking through. Yeah, this is starting to become really fun for me. No, I'm hyperventilating.
26.2. You guys, it's 26.2. It's okay, everyone. There's people getting upset on the text line with each other.
Fight.
It's all right.
Text fight.
It's at least 26 miles. Let's put that 26.2.
People, you started this.
I screwed it up. I'm gonna take the
right
mistake was on me.
Put your hand up.
I screwed up and
put
said
it up.
23. It's 26.2 miles.
I need to see some accountability. Thank you.
AD, I said 23 miles. It's 26.2. Get mad at AD.
Yes.
It's on me.
Yes.
It's on me. Put it this way. Hey, let's just make this for sure. I'm just going to say this. It's far.
How about this, Big Bird? This is going to cause more fights. But we're going to send this. Because we're just the moderators. We're just the moderators.
What does it say?
Big Bird says this. Big Bird says this. Classic marathon runners on the text line. They let you know they've run it and that they got the sticker on their car. LOL, I'm just joking around. Hey, I mean,
Swim, you're just the messenger.
I'm just the messenger. I'm just the mediator, the moderator, whatever you want to call it. I'm like the guy that sits there and just asks the Eric says, Big Bird is my hero. Oh my gosh. All the people driving around with the 13.1s on their back of their cars are just cursing us out.
If I ran a halvesy, I'd be that guy.
Don't try to appease the masses.
I wouldn't put it on my car.
Okay.
But I would tell people that I completed a half marathon.
Well, and like the Boston Marathon is legit. Tell the world.
Hey, Ellis in Illinois, my man.
That's not who it is.
Or my gal.
Yeah,
I know, I'm just reading it. Runner's high is real. I went from being a marathon runner to being an ultra. Oh my goodness. It's like David Goggins stuff. To being an ultra marathon runner. That means I would enter, 100-mile races or things like run for 24 hours as far as I go. I felt it was good for a soul. First of all, okay, me and you both know a guy. I'm not going to mention his name on the air because I don't know if he's comfortable with it.
Okay.
He just did a run, 50 man for 15 hours straight. It's an event. He also did it out on the East Coast. 15 hours.
Do I know this guy?
Yes, you know. I'm going to tell you off air because I don't know if he's comfortable with me sharing it on air. I always want to get his permission first. But It's a 24-hour race. He ran 15 hours.
Wow.
So Ellis, I listen. I applaud you guys and girls who do that because, I mean,
we never could.
We
never would.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But swim, it's amazing what you can push the mental, the mind to, what you can push the body to. Because a lot of times the mind quits way before the body.
Well, okay, AD, here's the real question. So for us, if we if we started and we're never going to find this out. Okay, let me just make this very clear. Unless we did something for charity, right? That'd be the only way I'd even consider
That'd be
this.
one hell of a charity.
That's what I'm saying. The only way we would even consider it would be if we got it for charity. How far do you think we could go in 12 hours? Half a day. Like, could we make it to Gretna?
Before my back.
Like, would we be able to make it to Gretna?
How far is Gretna from here? 25 miles?
Yeah. In 12 hours? I feel like that's tough.
Man, I don't know, dog.
Like I was gonna say 24 hours since that's what Ellis in Illinois said. I don't want to be on the hook for 24 hours. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
I don't know if I can run 25 miles in half a day, man. Like we have to run, or we can run and walk.
We can run and walk. It's just we try to get there. Because here's the deal. So like you know what? Have you heard of like the market to market?
Oh yeah.
Like
I turn that down every year.
I do too. My buddy, I don't really turn down because they don't ask me. But my buddies and their families, they do it every year.
Yeah.
And I just
there's nothing about that sounds appealing to me.
I know. I'm well aware. I 100% agree.
But I swim. I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to preface this way. There's some people that we golf. They think it's the dumbest thing ever. Why would you be out there hitting a ball with a stick? So I get it. It's to each their own. But there are some things I'm like, okay, I'd be curious with that. I'm not curious about it. I have no desire. No. Frank says, dude, I don't even run up the stairs.
Eric says Nick can maybe make it to Waverly. Ouch. I just like that. That'd be interesting. Okay. Okay.
Charlie Cologne in 12 hours, 1 mile, signed every baseball player in the world.
Amen to that. Amen to that. I mean, okay. So would we be able to? How long would it take us since we bring in Charlie Cologne? Great friend. If we bring in Charlie, how long do you think it would take us for us to get over to South Point Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, Charlie, realistically, if we were to jog there.
I might hop on one of these bird scooters that they got running around here.
So maybe from here, so basically, yeah. I bet you and I running and walking at least an hour.
Oh, I think more than an hour. I think like 3.
No. So if it takes us 3 hours to jog and walk to South Point from here, me and you need to do something totally. We need to really get in better shape.
Maybe this is
1 hour and 59 minutes.
Maybe this is our wake up call.
2 hours and 59 minutes.
All right, we made it. We're in great shape. Peak performance. Charlie, I need some of that mac and cheese.
No, maybe not. Yeah, an hour for me was a little aggressive. But I'm thinking we could do it in 2.
Because okay.
I know we can run and walk.
Here, I guess 2. You know what? We have good old maps.
Yeah.
Let's just pull up Chick-fil-A South Point here.
So we have to do a fundraiser for this. Can see if we can do it for charity.
So Chick-fil-A South Point Lincoln is 5.2 miles from here.
It better not take us 3 hours.
So what normal? I'm not going to overreach and say I can do a single digit mile. So I would say on average 12 to 13 minute mile for me. Pace. Yeah. So however many that is. So what, 12 times 4 is, 15 times 4 is 60. So I would say under 2 hours.
I think we could do it under 2 hours. I could even power walk and probably still do it in 2 hours.
I think
to jog sometime.
I think when I walk around the lake like I like to do, it's usually about a 17-minute mile. So 11-minute, 12-minute mile.
If you split that up and just ran and walked, for a minute off.
If I alternated, one running mile, one walking mile.
Now let's all bring this back full circle.
Yeah.
I ain't never doing it.
Yeah. Well, unless. Okay. No. Here's the thing. What if we raise? What if we raise funds for prostate cancer research?
How about we ride our bikes for prostate cancer research?
Sorry, I don't have a bike. We're gonna need to take some of those funds to buy a bike for me.
We could talk to somebody. One of our listeners
I bet so.
Be willing to donate a bike for a while.
That's funny.
Folks, hey, Mark from Cook, thank you so much. He goes, move to a family farm. Would like to name 2 of my new ducks, AD and Swim. What did I ask first? Absolutely. You can
Are you
name them
serious?
AD and Swim.
Absolutely. That is unbelievable.
I think the black one's going to be AD.
Not if they're incognito.
It might be a light-skinned one. Mark from Cook, definitely they were made D and Swim. That'd be a blast, man.
That's
They'll probably be the best of buddies, and they'll probably fight all the time too. So that'd be fun.
So somebody Googled this is great. We have listeners invested. From 1040 O Street in Lincoln to Chick-fil-A on South 27th, we have a 2 hour and 18-minute walking time according to the maps.
Okay, hey, appreciate that. Who sent that in?
Big Bird.
Big Bird, thanks a bunch. So Swim, 2 hours and 18 minutes, that's walking.
Yeah.
So if we jogged and walked, we'd get there under 2 hours.
Okay.
We could do it. Maybe we work something out with Charlie Cologne to where there's some but we can ride our bikes too if we
No,
need
we
to,
can't.
like,
No, because I know. Here's the thing. AD has an electrical bike. AD has an electric bike. I just want to let that be known. He has an electric bike. We're testing all the motors. We're making sure that they're unplugged.
How did AD make it here in 32 minutes?
How did AD go? AD was going 45 miles an hour down south, down 10th Street.
Hey, before we go to break, Swim, I'll have to look this up and share it tomorrow. There was a guy that tried to cheat the Boston Marathon.
Oh, man.
Disappeared in a park or something like that, jumped back out.
No
and
way.
they caught him. And runners that are listening, help me understand that. I mean, help me bring some light to that story because I want to share that tomorrow. There have been people. Why would you do something like that, Swim?
Yeah. I would be curious while we're talking about this. Has anybody on here participated or known somebody that's done a High Rocks? Do you know what a High Rocks is?
Is that a climb?
No, it's so they have them like in bigger cities. So there's some in like Miami, in Dallas, in New York. I think there's Kansas City or St. Louis has some where basically you buy tickets and you do a ton of different mini events. Like it's you and a partner, you and somebody, whether it's a significant other, whether it's your friend, whatever it is. And I don't know if it costs money. I don't know if you just have to get lucky with like ticket lottery. I don't know anything about it, but I would love to know if anybody in here has ever done a High Rocks, because here's the honest truth. Like I said, I'm never doing it. I have a couple of friends that might do it, and they've been popping up on my algorithms on Instagram the last couple of days nonstop. And so I just didn't know if it's intense. Like, is it more intense than a marathon? I don't know the answer to that. You'll have to look it up, AD, during the break.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I've never done that before. I'm curious what that would look like, man.
So I don't know.
None of it sounds appealing to me. Murph, I have heard of rucking, but I've not. He goes, "Are you interested in a rucking marathon? 35-pound pack. Swim, you could do this because you have my weight vest. Races in March. Training starts in October. Baton Death March. Wait, that sounds like scary. Baton Death March Memorial Marathon. I have seen some people who have done that before. Swim. And with my back days, putting anything on my back that long, those days are done.
Okay.
But you could.
So here it is. So here's what High Rocks is, AD. High Rocks is a global fitness competition combining 8 kilometers of running with 8 functional workout stations held indoors in large halls. The format: participants complete 1 kilometer of running followed by 1 functional movement repeated 8 times. The ski erg for 1,000 meters. All right. The ski erg for 1,000 meters. Ski erg, where you.
Okay.
It's that thing like where you ski, but it's like weighted and you pull these cables and you. I realize people on the radio can't see
1,000 meters
doing
is
that.
a lot, man.
1,000 meters of ski erg, a 50-meter sled push, a 50-meter sled pull, 80 meters of burpee broad jumps, 1,000 meters of a rowing machine, 200 meters farmer's carry, 100 meters sandbag lunges, and 100 wall balls, they call them, where you throw the weighted ball up high. And in between each one of those stations, you run a kilometer.
Man, no. Nothing about that sounds good.
So you can do it individually. You can do it in the pro category that is heavier weights. Wow. You can do a doubles, or you can do a relay, which is a team of 4.
Jake, what's up? Jake and Hickman goes, isn't that just rebranding CrossFit?
Potentially. That seems intense.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And Jake, I wouldn't do the CrossFit one. Seems crazy. My nephew used to do those competitions around the nation. Mason, dude's a freak of nature athlete. And some other folks that I know who have done those. But Jake, I would, that CrossFit, nor this right here. That sounds nuts. So,
yeah.
Folks, we are way over our break, but we had to keep going. Marathon talk keeps rolling. I am going to find that story about the individual that tried to cut miles off the Boston Marathon or one of the marathons and tried to hop back in the race. I don't know why you do something like that. Folks, we come back. It's Nebraska versus them pesky Wildcats tonight. 6 p.m. is the first pitch. We're going to discuss when we come back. It's The Drive.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Are you looking for a place to host company get-togethers, team meetings, or group events? Back 9 Golf in South Lincoln is the perfect place to host your gathering with private bays available to meet with clients while you swing the sticks and improve your game. Back 9 Golf offers traditional golf opportunities while also providing fun games and activities for non-traditional golfers on their top-of-the-line full-swing simulators. Learn about their corporate memberships today and gather your favorite groups together at Back 9 Golf in South Lincoln, just off of 14th and Pine Lake Road.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Some days are for errands, but those days can wait. These are for free Honda demo rides. Test ride the latest Honda Adventure, Sport, Cruiser, and Touring models to find your perfect fit. Try Honda's automatic dual clutch transmission, DCT, for seamless shifting that keeps you focused on the ride. And check out Honda E-Clutch, designed to handle clutch control for stall-free starts and effortless gear changes. Spaces are limited. Visit Rod's Power Sports at 1030 Saltillo Road today to reserve your free demo ride. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
Keep managing your LES account the easy way, right from home. Pay your bill, check your energy use, or go paperless anytime at LES.com. Simple tools for your busy day.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
Cinco de Mayo will be here before you know it on May 5th, and Tipsy Tina's is the place to be. Come down to 8th and Q starting at 2 p.m. on May 5th for the Street Festival, featuring piñatas, giveaways, and more. Plus, see llamas from Sweet and Sassy Llama Farm from 5:30 to 7:30. DJ Joe Cruz will entertain starting at 7 p.m. with a spicy taco eating contest at 7:30. And the best part, as always, no cover charge. It's the early Cinco de Mayo Street Festival with Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina, Tuesday, May 5th, beginning at 2 p.m. at 8th and Q.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And wow, what a great spring it has been here. We've had record sales happening at Koppel. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is giving out employee pricing on select new models. Yes, you heard that right. Employee pricing is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. So please stop on in the store and see the team or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Some rebates to dealer.
Hello, I'm Steve Sipple, co-host of Early Break, weekday mornings from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And my favorite thing to do, see, or go to in downtown Lincoln is probably O'Rourke's. It's not like I go there that often, but when I do, it takes me back to my college years. It's always been a very chill bar. Seems like they play good music, just a good vibe in there. And I look forward to my next trip into that bar.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome back to the drive. I just got done with a run around the block real quick here. All this talk about running made me go on a run. Folks,
not me.
Believe that. I ran right to the counter and didn't even run. I walked.
I was just saying, yeah.
Very ginger, casual walk to the register, to the counter and received a great cup of coffee from the best barista in the business, our man, Luke. Folks, come on down to the mill, 1040 O Street. Hot beverages, cold beverages, food, pastries, all sorts of good stuff. Meetings, people are having coffee, they're talking, they're on laptops, they're reading, they're writing. Come down to 1040 O Street. Folks, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected rep since 1999. Jack can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 and learn how Jack Russell can take care of you. Swim? Boy, Murph, you a dog, man.
I know. Can you believe that?
He says, I've done 5. I have one more
baton,
in the bag.
but is it baton?
Yes, a baton or baton. I think it's baton.
So what Murph said, so everybody else knows what we're saying. Murph said, AD, sign Nick up for baton. I would imagine BATAAN. He goes, I've done 5. I have one more in the bag. I'll make sure he doesn't get lost in the desert.
What does that consist of? Tell us about that, Murph, if you can tell us. What does that consist of? And if it's pronounced, I said to hear you, because baton or batan, BATAAN.
What is a baton?
Curious.
Okay,
football.
Bataan. Okay, well, it brings up the province of the Philippines. I don't think that's it. I don't know. Oh, well, we'll move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, educate us on that. Folks, something we all need no education on is the Nebraska K-State baseball game tonight. And I tell you what, there's not going to be any need for motivation for the Skurs whatsoever with this game coming up. And it's a 6 o'clock will be the first pitch tonight for the game. And so I'm excited. It's good. It's a good Tuesday night thing to do too. Not a lot going on Tuesday night, even if there was a lot going on.
It's gonna be a little chilly.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little chilly. And I've seen some things on social media where they're encouraging fans to come on out and pack it out.
Yeah.
Which I can totally understand that. I mean, I am not going to, but I yeah, you guys get out there now. But I will definitely be keeping up and watching this game. It is going to be a good one. Slim, I'm getting to my notes here, man, on it. Are you, first of all, before I get to that, are you going to the game tonight?
I am not. You know what? I might. It's 6 p.m. Yeah, I might make my way out there. I have some things to do after a little bit later in the evening. But yeah, I might. You know what? I might make my way out there. I saw Nebraska versus Kansas State back in Arlington in late February.
When they got us 5-3.
When Kansas State actually came from behind and beat the Huskers. I think the match. I mean, once again, the kind of the thing for tonight's game, and we'll dive into this deeper throughout the rest of the show. But really, for tonight, I mean, Nebraska's got to figure out a way to. Now, granted, early in the process, right, moving Ty Horn to the bullpen, it worked out really well, and Ty was able to come in and kind of shove, and as he said, it have that FU mentality where he was able to kind of run the meter red and kind of crank up his velocity a little bit, and it worked out really well. However, the last couple of outings for Ty Horn have not been the most to write home about, and on top of that, Nebraska's Friday pitching hasn't necessarily been that exceptional either. And so this is not me questioning whether or not it was the right move. I do think it was the right move to move Ty Horn to the pen or to at least a different role that maybe is a little bit more shorter in length and allows him, like I said, to kind of crank up that velocity when he goes out there. But ultimately, Nebraska, the last couple of midweek games, Price Bender struggled to get out of the first inning. He was able to record 1 inning pitch before I believe it was Tucker Timmerman against Creighton came in, was able to kind of slam the door in some middle relief innings and allowed Nebraska to come back and win that game against the Creighton Blue Jays. Then the following week, last week, where Ty Horn unfortunately gave up a couple of big runs in the later innings. If he's going to be one of your higher leverage guys, you just can't have that happen. And so Nebraska's hopefully they're going to string some pitchers together tonight. And hopefully they can find a combination that works out well for them.
Yeah, it's all of what you said is going to be crucial tonight. This is they've played almost nearly 300 times. Nebraska and K-State. They're going to be in their lights here at the Haymarket. Of course, it's going to be a great game. K-State already got one earlier from the season, as we mentioned. Swim, when you went to the game in Arlington, this is definitely a rubber match going into this. Just kind of a few overview. Nebraska's ranked 16 right now. Which is pretty cool. Like I said, even after the loss to KU, which I can mention, that bumped them up as far as that goes.
Yeah.
And then they took care of business, of course, in Champaign. The first pitch is 6:02. That'll be on the Big Ten Plus network. This overall all-time series, Nebraska leads 176-120. And of course, K-State won at Globe Field. We talked about before where Swim was at that game. So this is going to be something. But here's kind of the midweek strength. Nebraska is 8-2 midweek games. Offensive midweek, they're batting .304, pitching 4.14 ERA. So they're not doing bad at all as far as that goes. Midweek games, a lot better than they have in years past. We've seen that. We've witnessed that as far as that goes. Dylan Carey will be huge tonight. Mac Moore will be huge tonight. Drew Greco will be huge tonight. Of course, Deshaun Unger. He's tied 7th nationally with 9 saves, man.
And that's the guy, like we talk. I just brought him up a couple of minutes ago, like high leverage guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of somebody that's at the beginning of the year, he just kind of popped up and you thought, okay, cool. He's doing it against these opponents, right? And Nebraska started out with a pretty tough schedule. But he was able to kind of slam the door against some better opponents. And you thought, okay, maybe if he can continue this throughout the season, like he's going to be the dude. And he has. And Jay Sean's been a welcome sight. I mean, people forget that He's a Blair guy, a Blair high school graduate. Wanted to play for Nebraska for a very long time, committed earlier in his high school career, and was actually thinking and considering transferring after last season. He only had one appearance all of last year, and was actually in the transfer portal. And I think if I remember correctly, there was a couple of JUCOs that were on his radar, which is a great way for some college baseball guys to maybe just reset their compass, if you will. But he then got a call back from Rob Childress, and they said, hey, you know what? We actually kind of want you back. We want you to be a part of this thing. Would you be willing to give us another go at it? And Jay-Sean Unger said yes. And so the rest is history. And man, it's Husker fans, and we're excited that he did.
RD says, beat the Wildcats.
There you go. There it is.
I love it, RD. Folks, the first pitch is 6:02. You can check that out on the Big Ten Plus. We'll be definitely talking about that tomorrow. History segment, we come back. Before we dive into the awfully soily Brandon Sorsby news, it's not good situation down there in Lubbock. We'll discuss after history when we come back.
When tacos and quesadillas join forces at Amigos, something seriously delicious happens. Quesadilla tacos. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, folded taco style, and stuffed with bold seasoned flavor. It's like your favorite quesadilla and taco teamed up for the ultimate spring fling. With Tex-Mex, chicken, supreme, or steak, Amigos has a quesadilla taco for everyone. So hurry in. This tasty collab is here for a limited time only. Get the ultimate flavor fusion with quesadilla tacos at Amigos. When the weather heats up, cool down with Amigos' new frosted lemonades and limeades. Icy, fruity, and oh so refreshing. Start with a zesty lemonade or limeade base. Then choose blue raz, cherry, or strawberry to create your personalized flavor mix. Amigos tops it all with a swirl of frosty vanilla ice cream. Whether you're soaking up the sun or just need a cool pick-me-up, these frosty delights are summer in a glass. Chill out with a frosted lemonade at Amigos.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies with a high near 56. Tonight, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, partly cloudy, a low around 38. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with light winds, afternoon high near 66. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their Contact Us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers, from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Nutrition Authority invites you to enjoy internet-crushing prices at the Spring Mega Sale. We already offer better than internet pricing, but Monday, April 27th through Saturday, May 2nd, we're slashing them even deeper. The Spring Mega Sale at Nutrition Authority. For location info, check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere air seeder during Landmark Implement's early order program. Take your seeding performance to the next level with John Deere's advanced air seeding technology. Achieve precise seed and fertilizer placement. With innovative openers and section control, you can maximize efficiency and reduce input costs. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's air seeder early order program. Contact your local Landmark location for details and experience the Landmark difference.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and frosty drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the walls so you'll never miss a play. Stop in for their incredible daily specials like $3 tall boys on Mondays, 5 wings for less than $6 on Wednesdays, and $20 beer buckets on Fridays. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street.
Is it time to replace your home comfort system? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates, and save every day with lower operating costs. Most important though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing for a free estimate. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hey, this is Jay Foreman, the host of Old School, 3 to 6 p.m. here at 93.7 The Ticket. And one of my favorite things to do is come down and meet all the fans before and after as they cheer on our beloved Huskers.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
Old School with Foreman and Orman.
Here's the question. How far up the list of all-time greats can Price Sandport climb? Can he be a top 10 Husker in just 2 years when it's all said and done?
Ooh, that'd be tough, man. You talking about some dudes, man.
Talking about some dudes, but he's one of them.
Top 15, maybe. Top 10 would be hard. It'd be hard.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. So let me ask you this, man. Just asking. How much would someone have to pay you to run a half set?
Not enough. Not enough. I mean this wholeheartedly. Like it would have to be in the 10,000 type of range
To run a half seat?
To run a half seat.
10 G's.
Yeah.
So if I gave you $1,000,
Yeah.
you wouldn't run.
I would run a 5K.
No, that's not the question.
I would run a 5K and the turkey trot.
How far is the turkey?
I have no
turkey
idea.
trot?
I just know it's a popular race. I'm serious. I might consider it for like
7,000.
7,000 for a half marathon.
Sounds like
I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, because you have to remember, like this. I can't just go out on a random Sunday and be like, okay, I'm gonna go run this half marathon. People would be tracking me because they have the apps you can track, you know?
Oh, yeah.
They have the apps. People would be tracking me like Nick's still just a mile and a half away from the starting line. The race has been going on for 5 hours. Nick is 3 miles from the starting line. Okay, he's only got 10 more miles to go.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, though, Swim. I don't know a number, but it would take more than 1,000 for me to run a half Z. I'll tell you what's cool is when you're watching them and you're cheering them along the different routes.
It's real cool.
And when you finish at Memorial Stadium,
yes,
when they run through there, but I don't think I would do a half C for 1,000, man. I think it would take more than that for me to do. And I'm talking about pre-back surgery. How
much would it be for you?
I'd have to say at least 5 G's.
Okay, so see, 7's not that far off.
I'm gonna take that back. No, I'm gonna take it back. I would do it for $1,000.
No, you would
I
not.
would do half the
No,
halfsy.
no, that's exactly it. I already called your bluff. You're like, you know what, I do it for $1,000. I'm like, no, you would not. No, you would not. Just get one more speaking engagement. There's my half marathon money. No. See, 888893 says guys do it for charity.
I'd rather just donate.
I love
I'd rather
charity,
just write
but
the
like,
check.
yeah. It would be tough, man. I couldn't.
Yeah, that would be tough for me, man. I just don't know if I could do that, man. That's a lot of running for me, man. That's a lot of running for me.
Thunder on Collins says, Jeepers, you guys are getting paid to run? I had to pay and do it for the pain and suffering.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I applaud you.
Pass along that dough. We can talk.
Folks, very quickly in Husker history, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but this time it happened. In 1956, the alumni beat the varsity football team 14-0. The alumni turned 2 of the varsity's 8 lost fumbles, 8, into touchdowns and played stellar defense and registering a 14 win on a cold, rainy afternoon in Lincoln. New coach Pete Elliott, who didn't last long, offense penetrated the alumni 30-yard line just once, advancing to the 27 in the third quarter. Most of the varsity's 11 fumbles occurred. Now, Swim, they lost 8, okay? They had 11 fumbles. When ball carriers were shuttered by fierce tackling is what it says.
My goodness.
Lincoln Journal-Star's Dick Becker said, but when the ball carriers were shuttered by fear, no one ever says the word shuttered anymore.
No, we need to bring back shuttered.
Yeah, because they all talk like that back then. He was shuttered. He was shuttered for 11 by fierce tackling. The old-timers, it says, had to travel just 7 yards for their first score after Carl Samuelson recovered a fumble by Gordon Englert in the first quarter. John Bordanga's 1-yard touchdown plunge came in the fourth down. 11 fumbles. He said shuddering tackles. No one talks. I love the way they talked back then. They were so passionate. And they used a lot of wide variety of words.
That's true.
Shuddering.
I used spry earlier.
I like that.
Yeah. How about this? Turning 60 years old today. Born in 1966.
What sport?
Golf.
60.
Also inventor of a beverage.
Oh, no. He's way older than that.
A seltzer. Uncarbonated, though. So not really a seltzer.
Who's that?
John Daly.
John Daly.
John Daly turned 60 years old today.
Daly. I was going to say Arnold, but I was like, no, Arnold's no longer alive, so he's not 60.
I bet he's enjoying a lot of good boys today. That's what his drink is called.
60 years old.
Have you ever had a good boy?
I haven't, I don't think, a good boy. I had the
they're tasty.
I've had the
so I've heard.
The yeah. It's Saturday.
Hey. Oh, I did forget to mention, shout out to, I forgot to shout these guys out in the first segment because we got started talking about marathons and miles and running. Last night, I participated in my weekly slow pitch softball league.
You guys win?
My team won, but then I found out something horrible. There's no more of an empty feeling than when you get asked to play for another team. So I got asked during my game at 7:15. There was a guy in the parking lot. Shout out to Schussler. He works. He's a listener of the station. I hear, Sainer, do you want to play at 8:15? I said, sure. I'll play at 8:15. Where am I going to play in the field? He goes, third base. I said, okay. I got real lucky scooping a ground ball at third base. I mean, it was like an Olay, like, hey, look what I found type of thing. All I had to do was make the throw. And I threw it in the dirt. And it went past the first baseman. And there's no and the opposing team proceeded to then score like 5 runs in that inning.
Oh, swim.
It would have been the final out of the inning. And I just, there's no worse feeling than making an error for a team that you're subbing for.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that right now. They're not going to ask me again. Now I did hit a 3-run home run for them.
Oh, sweet.
I hit a 3-run home run for them over the center field wall.
Well, that made up for it.
Well, the error happened after the home run, so people forgot about the home run. So I just kept walking around going, do you remember what I did in the first inning? Remember what I did in the first inning? No. Shout out to them though. They said that they are like for you playing with us, we should better get a shout out tomorrow morning. So here's my shout out to the Misfits.
Swim, hey, nicely done on the home run, though,
Thank
man. Starkey and Bennett. I ran the half in 2015. It was awful. Around mile 8, an EMT came up to me and said, "Sir, are you okay?" My response is it that bad? His response, yes. Arguably the worst day of my life.
That is awesome. That is so much fun.
Hey, Starkey, I applaud you, though, brother. The response, yes.
Is it that bad, sir?
Yeah,
we're just gonna take you out to the side and we'll give you the medal.
You gave it your all.
Yeah. Hey, you paid to run, so we'll go ahead and give you the medal and the T-shirt. Just don't finish the race. We're trying to go home.
Oh man!
All right,
folks, we'll be back on Ready to Fuse. We come back. When we come back, we got the Sorsby situation down in Lubbock. We'll discuss it. It's The Drive.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, this is Jay Foreman, the host of Old School, 3 to 6 p.m. here at 93.7 The Ticket. And one of my favorite things to do is come down and meet all the fans before and after as they cheer on our beloved Huskers.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And wow, what a great spring it has been here. We've had record sales happening at Koppel. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is giving out employee pricing on select new models. Yes, you heard that right. Employee pricing is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. So please stop on in the store and see the team or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Some rebates to dealer.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long. On the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies with a high near 56. Tonight, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, partly cloudy, a low around 38. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with light winds. Afternoon high near 66. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Some days are for errands, but those days can wait. These are for free Honda demo rides. Test ride the latest Honda Adventure, Sport, Cruiser, and Touring models to find your perfect fit. Try Honda's automatic dual clutch transmission, DCT, for seamless shifting that keeps you focused on the ride. And check out Honda E-Clutch, designed to handle clutch control for stall-free starts and effortless gear changes. Spaces are limited. Visit Rod's Power Sports at 1030 Saltillo Road today to reserve your free demo ride. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
When tacos and quesadillas join forces at Amigos, something seriously delicious happens. Quesadilla tacos. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, folded taco style, and stuffed with bold seasoned flavor. It's like your favorite quesadilla and taco teamed up for the ultimate spring fling. With Tex-Mex, chicken, supreme, or steak, Amigos has a quesadilla taco for everyone. So hurry in. This tasty collab is here for a limited time only. Get the ultimate flavor fusion with quesadilla tacos at Amigos. When the weather heats up, cool down with Amigos' new frosted lemonades and limeades. Icy, fruity, and oh so refreshing. Start with a zesty lemonade or limeade base. Then choose blue raz, cherry, or strawberry to create your personalized flavor mix. Amigos tops it all with a swirl of frosty vanilla ice cream. Whether you're soaking up the sun or just need a cool pick-me-up, these frosty delights are summer in a glass. Chill out with a frosted lemonade at Amigos.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
Old School with Foreman and Orman.
Here's the question. How far up the list of all-time greats can Price Sandfort climb? Can you be a top 10 Husker in just 2 years when it's all said and done?
Ooh, that'd be tough, man. You talking about some dudes, man.
Talking about some dudes, but he's one of them.
Top 15, maybe. Top 10 be hard. It'd be hard.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere air seeder during Landmark Implement's early order program. Take your seeding performance to the next level with John Deere's advanced air seeding technology. Achieve precise seed and fertilizer placement. With innovative openers and section control, you can maximize efficiency and reduce input costs. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's air seeder early order program. Contact your local Landmark location for details and experience the Landmark difference.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Lafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we're hopping right in here. Here are some of the guidelines for NCAA and gambling rules. Here's the current structure. The NCAA has historically banned all sports betting by student athletes, but in 2023, new reinstatement guidelines were introduced to adjust penalties based on severity. Here's severe violations. These are the highest penalties. Permanent loss of eligibility possible if a player bets on their own games. Bets on any sport at their own school, attempts to influence outcomes, provides inside information for betting purposes. Sounds like the situation that was going on with Rozier and the NBA swim as far as that goes. Some of the moderate violations, betting on their own school, on their own sport, at another school, loss of 50% of a season. Required education on gambling rules and prevention. Minor violations based on amount wagered on other sports, $200 or less, education only. Boy, but you break that 200. If it goes to $201, that $1 to $500, 10% of season plus education. $501 to $800, 30% of your season is gone plus education. If it's more than $800, it's a case-by-case review. Could include permanent ineligibility.
Wow.
Now, the 2025, the NCAA tried to make a rule change. The leadership considered allowing betting on pro sports for players and staff, approved initially by Division I, II, and III committees. Faced significant backlash, of course, from the SEC leadership. Over 2/3 of Division I schools voted to rescind the rule. The final outcome, we're going to ban it all. Ban all sports betting remains in place across NCAA divisions. But here are some notable swimmers. Remember, in 2023, Iowa and Iowa State, at least 30 athletes investigated. 16 faced charges. Many lost their eligibility. In fact, our former point guard last year, was it 2 years ago, the young man that played point guard here that came from Iowa, didn't play much.
Oh, it was Aaron Eulis.
Aaron Eulis was part of that situation that took place over in Iowa as well. So we went like that, like, who's that guy?
I was like,
had to think about
I
it for a
can't
second.
remember that one.
Neither could I. That's why I looked at you.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, college basketball scandal 2026. 20 players charged in federal gambling case. Some are already banned for not cooperating with the NCAA investigations. But now that leads us to Mr. Brendan Sorsby.
Yeah.
Entered rehab. That just came out yesterday, I believe, is when that came out. And they have a very tough situation down in Lubbock because their other quarterback is dealing with some injuries. So initially, before we get into Sorsby, what's your initial thoughts on college gambling?
Well, I mean, here's the thing with Brendan. We got to bring him into this. With all this money comes major responsibilities and frankly, I mean, a lot of opportunity to spend money. Like we talk about spending the money in terms of cars and houses and jewelry or whatever it is, but now we can speak a little more, I would say, real world about this and say, hey, guess what? If a guy is getting paid $6 million for a year, for a year essentially, 6 million, 5 million, whatever it is, he's going to feel comfortable, or they're going to feel comfortable going, all right, look, I got 6 million in the bank. I got paid at Cincinnati. I have endorsement deals. Like I have everything set for me right now. What's 50 grand? Right? Like what's another 25 grand? What's $10,000 on a matchup? Because that's just the way that young people's minds work. It just is. I'm telling you that right now, as somebody that's in that boat, is you sit there, not with the $6 million, but you sit there and you literally think to yourself, and I'm sure there's people out there that relate to this, that go, all right, cool. I'm okay. I can operate, and I don't have to pay. I don't have to pay for food. I don't have to worry about groceries. So I take that grocery money and I put that $500 to gambling. Like, I am not speaking from experience here. I want to make this very clear. But I felt like this is getting a little too close to home. But what I'm saying is
a safe place.
No, I'm not worried about that. I am not worried about that. What I'm getting at though is, like, there are terms with younger people that we use to describe this mindset,
right?
Where you sit there and think, oh, okay, and guess what? Oh, I got another check coming in 2 weeks. All right, so if I lose all this, I just wait till I slum it for a week and I'm good. But in reality, you do that over and over and over again, and it becomes a bad, deadly cycle, as you just mentioned. Now you take it a step further, and you bring in the fact that he potentially, according to sources in ESPN, potentially bet on games that he participated in. That's where it becomes real sketchy. And on the flip side of that, so this is from the ESPN article. Pete Thamel of ESPN said this, that the NCAA is investigating Brendan Sorsby for making, quote, thousands of online bets via a gambling app. Sorsby has checked into a residential treatment program to address the gambling addiction. Everyone should hope that he gets the help he needs. In addition to any form, including sports wagering, can wreck a life. Here's this. However, the NCAA strictly prohibits athletes from betting on college or professional sports. Punishments range, and you kind of mentioned this, AD, from the loss of 30 to 50% of a season to all the way to a, quote, permanent loss of collegiate eligibility in all sports. So if it's as bad as what sources are indicating and what people are speculating, I don't think we'll see Brendan Sorsby play another down in college football.
Sam, It looks horrible right now. It's alleged, and I think they have the receipts, so the best way of putting it out there. Like you mentioned, he bet on Indiana football in 22 while he was a player there.
And Corian Lincoln just said this. He goes, I don't think Sorsby was making a lot of NIL when he was a redshirt freshman in Indiana betting on the Hoosiers. And it's sure back then it might not have been about in that specific instance where he was on Indiana's roster betting on the Hoosiers. It's not the amount of money. It's the action, the act of you betting on your team.
Yeah, the amount is secondary.
And now as we've progressed, that's where it becomes about the amounts, because amounts and however much there's basically guidelines of like, all right, if it's in this range, this is your punishment. But it's hard to imagine that if what sources are telling ESPN are true, and there's been thousands of online bets via multiple gambling apps, when you combine them all up, that number's going to be pretty high.
Swim, three things here, which is really tough for this young man. Well, and again, I mean, they were actions, so there's also consequences, unfortunately. He reportedly placed hundreds or possibly thousands of wagers. Most of them were small dollars wagers across various sports from MLB to UFC. There's no evidence has surfaced so far tying him to any game fixing or illegal activity of that nature. But again, if it's your own school, could result in permanent loss of eligibility. If it's your own sport, different school, 50% of season. 800 or more on pro sports can cost 30% of season. They want to keep the integrity and competition of the athlete and the well-being. But here's the deal. Texas Tech coach Joey McGuire emphasized support for Sorby's recovery. They want to focus on his health, not football timeline. No timetable has been given. Here's some things he could do for the future. He does have 1 year of eligibility, which is going to be looks pretty grim right now. I mean, to say the least. If he's ruled ineligible, he could pursue the NFL supplemental draft. So that is an option for him right there as well. But with Will Hammond, the other quarterback, he's recovering from an ACL injury. So that puts really Texas Tech with just in a very tough situation. And this is one of the highest profiling gambling cases in college football during this legalized betting area. But Swim, here's the other deal. He's still right now. Cincinnati is seeking $1 million from him and a buyout tied to the revenue sharing agreement. He's going to try to. He filed a motion to get it dismissed, and he called it unlawful. But it shows you a broader implications for this NIL revenue sharing contract a world that we're in right now. So this young man has got a lot going on. He's in a residential treatment facility right now to recover from this, to deal with this. But there's a lot of hurdles for this young man, as well as Texas Tech, to deal with. So when you figure, if you're in Texas Tech, you got Will Hammond that's hurt.
Yeah.
The future of Sorsby is awfully grim right now. The window's already done and closed with. So who you have on that roster is who you got on that roster. If you're thinking right now, Swim, if you're Coach Joey McGuire, you're in a tough situation, bro.
Yeah. And people will forget, and remember that this is where it gets really interesting. You talk about the buyout from Cincinnati for $1 million that they're seeking for Sorsby and stuff. I think, it's important to bring in the multimedia right partners in this. This is not just any more boosters that have forked over money for NIL and that are paying these athletes. Now, what schools are doing, Nebraska's doing it. LSU in their offer to Brennan Sorsby did it. I would imagine Texas Tech is doing it as well. Essentially, the universities are now tying in multimedia partners. They're multimedia partners. In Nebraska's case, it'd be Playfly. In LSU's case, I think it's Playfly as well. What used to be Learfield and IMG is in this conversation as well. This is not just, Donor Joe bringing in $100,000 for a quarterback, and that's whose money's on the line. These are now major equity groups and major media firms that are essentially on the hook for these athletes and are tying their brand name to these athletes. And so you're in a much different business than just, hey, this is a little bit of donor NIL money from one of our, alums that's wealthy. It's different nowadays. And that's where the responsibilities just get ticked up a notch, and rightfully so. Like this is not college football. This is going to be a generalized statement. This is not college football of 2015 anymore.
Folks, we're going to go to break here in a second, but I want to get your, when we come back to the next segment, I want to get your opinions on this. Do you think, and I think I'm torn a lot. The one thing I'm not torn on is betting on your own team. Colossal, or even your own school as far as that goes. What do you think should be done in situations like this? What's your overall thoughts just on gambling at the collegiate level as it is? And Slim, to your point, you have allowed for these athletes. And again, I am blaming Sorsby for his own action. I mean, granted, he's a grown man. You're making that type of money.
Yeah.
Well, there's comes a different set of responsibilities with that. So I'm not going to be the one in saying, well, why are they doing? Well, the adults in the room allowed this to happen.
Yeah.
Regarding NIL, no caps, etc. You've allowed this for the most part. So there are going to be ramifications. We're seeing that right now. But what's your opinions on college students and college athletes gambling when we have given them, and I say we, the powers that be, the adults in the room, have given them access to millions and millions of dollars. I mean, but on the flip side, there's rules though.
Yeah.
It's like insider trading. Well, you can't do it. It's illegal. Now we know it happens all the time. There's no doubt it happens all the time. But I'm not saying these kids should not have rules and regulations. When you're making, if you want to make grown folks money and professional money, well, there's certain rules you got to adhere by.
Yeah.
It's the way of the world. So I honestly, I hope the kid gets well from a mental health standpoint, but you got to pay the piper, man.
Yeah.
I've had to do it in my own life. Made mistakes. You got to pay for it. It sucks, but it's the real world.
Absolutely.
What's your thoughts on it? When you come back, we want to get some of your thoughts on sports gambling. What are some things you would say do's or don'ts of it? Because I think it's an intriguing topic, and Swim is one that's not going away anytime soon either. We'll be back, folks. It's The Drive.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies with a high near 56. Tonight, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, partly cloudy, a low around 38. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with light winds. An afternoon high near 66. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Some days are for errands, but those days can wait. These are for free Honda demo rides. Test ride the latest Honda Adventure, Sport, Cruiser, and Touring models to find your perfect fit. Try Honda's automatic dual clutch transmission, DCT, for seamless shifting that keeps you focused on the ride. And check out Honda E-Clutch, designed to handle clutch control for stall-free starts and effortless gear changes. Spaces are limited. Visit Rod's Power Sports at 1030 Saltillo Road today to reserve your free demo ride. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere air seeder during Landmark Implement's early order program. Take your seeding performance to the next level with John Deere's advanced air seeding technology. Achieve precise seed and fertilizer placement. With innovative openers and section control, you can maximize efficiency and reduce input costs. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's air seeder early order program. Contact your local Landmark location for details and experience the Landmark difference.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and frosty drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the walls so you'll never miss a play. Stop in for their incredible daily specials like $3 tall boys on Mondays, 5 wings for less than $6 on Wednesdays, and $20 beer buckets on Friday. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
And electrical.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we're back. Talking about gambling in the collegiate space. Should they be allowed to do it? Shake the dice, roll 7-11. Backdoor little joke. 6 and 8. Nina Ross. When somebody rolls the dice and they say Nina Ross, do you know what number that is, Nick? Nina Ross. Those are more north side terminologies. Dave Frioff,
Okay.
he would know those. Get him, Little Joe. You know what Little Joe is? Get him, girls.
I don't know this.
Daddy needs some shoes. Get him, girls. Little Joe.
I have no idea.
Little Joe is a hard 4 or a 4.
Okay.
10 and 4. You ever do the 10 and 4 bet?
No.
What do you call 10 on the dice? Benjamin.
I didn't know this. I have no idea.
It's not like I knew this either being raised in Pastor Davis's house. I learned these other activities on the streets of Northside.
That's incredible.
Yeah, Big Ben is number 10, 10-4 bet, 6-8 bet. There's a lot of different bets on there. But again, that's all in commentary and comedy. This is not comedy.
I want to get to what Corey, because Corey's bringing up some good points, and I want to make sure we mention him because he's putting effort into reaching out to us in the show. Corey and Lincoln says this: is there any evidence that NIL is causing more gambling among athletes? Maybe there is, but I haven't seen it. To me, it's much more about the easy access to gambling that has arisen over the last 5 years or so. It's just much easier now for people, athlete or not, that are inclined to gamble to do so. 100% correct. 100% correct. I think the point that I made, or what I was trying to get at when we first started talking about this, where these guys now, this money is liquid. Like it's accessible, right? When they get the checks, it's not automatically. This is why, like, we talk about like last year and 2 years ago, right when this all started, really, we were kind of having the conversation of like, yeah, trust funds, like have it automatically go into it to where they can't touch it for 5 years or can't touch it for a certain number of time until after their call. That's not what this is. And so, Corey, you're 100% right. And there are some articles that talk about not specific stats, and that's what you're looking for. There are multiple articles. I read one back in February in The Athletic where it talked about how having more access to the funds, having it basically just in your checking or savings account, where we all know that with the good old mobile app, you can transfer money over, right? Like, it's great if you say, well, hey, 100% of my check every month is from this employer is going into my savings account. It's not accessible from my debit card. Well, you know how you make it accessible? You transfer it over on the mobile app and bam, it's accessible on the debit card. And so, like, in terms of the stats, I think it'll be very difficult until we get more cases like Brendan Sorsby, that is, to really say that they're statistically and use figures and numbers that, hey, there's a rise in the more NIL that we're paying guys is now allowing them to, introduce gambling problems. But it just simple math, and I think just simple common sense would tell you having more money at their disposal is going to drive and to your point, the accessibility has never been higher to gamble with DraftKings and FanDuel and a lot of these states it's legal. And even in the states where those two apps aren't legal, there's player prop bets that are legal. And there's, you drive across the board, like everything's on your phone, whether it's a legal website or whether it's an illegal website. And so ultimately, you just get in so deep, you don't know how to get out at some point.
Swim, it is something that's so pervasive right now. Like you mentioned before, you would have to go, and this is back in before, well, no, a little bit during your day before we had, gambling, the boats here.
Sure.
You had to go over to Council Bluffs. Now you don't have to do that. Let me see here. I'm putting this in because it's not just, you mentioned something as far as, college athletes and the accessibility of it right now.
How about this? Starkey and Bennett says, I once lost $22 to a drop ball by a Packers receiver. That left me with $18 in my savings. Lesson learned. But wow. But like, how about this? Like, AD, here's to put that into NIL and big money perspective. All right, let's say I'm just gonna, for easy math, 5 million out there. Okay, let's say you have $5 million. All right, I'm gonna lose $50,000. All right, I still have $4,950,000, right? So like, it's different money. You still have a lot of money. 50,000 is a lot for everybody, but it doesn't feel like a lot when you look at that bank account, you see multiple millions.
Well, Swim, it shows you, and to Corey's point, I think that was Corey that sent that text in, right? Eric says 1-800-BETS off. There's, you know what, Eric, and there's a lot of them need to hear it, because check this out, Swim. You may have heard this. I know you keep intact with the sports news and the other news, but this was just a few days ago. One of the American soldiers that was involved with taking over, with basically capturing the Venezuela's president Maduro.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah,
he placed a $30,000 wager on a website.
Yeah,
got over 400,000 back. As far as because they were betting on the date that it would happen.
Yeah.
Or before a certain date.
The website you're referring to is called Kalshi. It's Kalshi. This is the same one.
And Polymarket is where they track it at.
This is the same one that this is the same website, I believe, where they introduced the potential for allowing people to it's a prediction market.
It's
right?
crazy.
But what it is, they introduced the idea potentially to, and it got shut down, thankfully. But they introduced the idea to, hey, predict if a certain college athlete is going to transfer. I mean, can you imagine that?
That's just crazy.
Imagine if I'm best friends with AD and I'm like, oh, AD's gonna transfer. He's gonna enter the portal, right? And if the words are in there that it's, hey, Aaron Davis will enter the transfer portal, not even transfer, right? Will enter the transfer portal. Let me go and put my entire life savings on it because AD's filling out that paperwork right now, and I'm the only one that knows. And so it's just a man. It's a slippery slope, and so that goes back to the accessibility and the public piece of it that Corey and Lincoln was referring to.
HB said PS 5 million would look like a crap ton in my bank account.
Yeah.
You know, Cubsker says, don't bet more than you're willing to lose. Swim, I look at this, man, and it's pervasive. It's not just in collegiate sports. It's, folks that are on Social Security that are betting that check on it and, gambling. It's just pervasive. As it comes back to collegiate sports, I just think you don't say, well, just because they're making this money, they're allowed to do what they want to do. No, there's rules and regulations that come with everything that you have. And one that I'm going to say, which is, I know this is going to be like, well, duh, AD, you should not be allowed to bet. If it were me, and I know there's a lot of ways we can go with this, Swim. Obviously, the first one be, of course, you're not allowed to bet on your own team.
Yeah.
And if there's even a hint of that, you're banished.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no ifs. I don't care if it was $20. There's no ifs or buts about that. And Swim, I would go as far as to say this, man. I wouldn't even let you bet on your own sport in college. I just wouldn't. I just think it brings in a lot.
What does it change?
Because you know other people on other teams that can influence those bets.
What does it change as you turn to the NFL or into professional sports? Does it change at all?
Yeah.
Why?
I
think because they're in a different organization.
I still feel.
This is just me trying to play devil's advocate.
I don't think you should be allowed to even gamble as a professional athlete on your own sport, man. I just don't think you should. There's certain privileges that should come with that. There's certain things you just can't do. You were paid you're paid an extremely large amount of money. I mean, generational wealth. If you can't refrain from betting on your sport, then you got a deeper issue then. I personally don't think that they should be able to bet on other on other football teams. Now, if it's basketball, you can't, I'm not saying you can't influence that. A lot less easier, I would assume, that it would be your own sport. I don't think you should be able to bet on your own sport. I just don't. In college, since we're speaking on college, I don't think you ought to be off for sure. I'm not even going to mention your own team. That should just be a given, okay? I don't think you should be able to bet on other college football games if you play college football. I just think it's just such a slippery slope, man.
What if you're playing college football and you bet on NFL?
I still think it's slippery, but I still think it's less of a chance for influence.
So
less of a chance. But it's still there. Because some of those guys, Nick, let's say you went to the NFL this year. I'm still back in college. You could give me insider information on who's going to be hurt or something like that.
100%. And here's
so there's
the thing.
no one way, but I think it's a lot less likely, but it's still likely. There's always a chance.
I'm not taking either side because I think you're right. I was simply doing that for the point of the conversation to play devil's advocate. And I wasn't trying to corner you, but here's what I would say. Everything you mentioned just there is subjective.
Yeah, oh yeah,
right. And
this
is where you run into problems because you said not. I mean, I'm going to quote you. You said it's less slippery, but it's still slippery.
Yeah.
That's as subjective of a comment as we can get, and nobody's going to be able to explain it or dissect it.
Do you say they should just ban it altogether? No gambling in college.
It's either, but how can you justify stopping in college?
Would you say you could?
That's my point.
My thing is, I agree with you. It's going to be very hard to stop. But what I'm simply saying is, do you think
not if you banned it from start to finish,
or do we think you should be able to just say once you're making this money, if in this new NIL era?
But what is this money?
I'm going to say this. Let's throw the money completely out of it. You cannot bet in college
There
on
you go.
sports.
You have to find a way, because not us,
us.
thankfully, but you have to find a way to take all subjectivity out of it.
Yeah, I just say it's illegal to do it. You can't bet on college on sports.
There you go.
That's the only way, first of all, and it's still going to happen. But
so then why do you ban it?
To be away with the subjective points, though, you simply have to say either we're going to allow it or we're not. Because when you start getting in the weeds, well, you can do this, you can do that, someone's going to push the envelope. They're going to push the envelope regardless, but they know if the penalties are harsh, they'll be less likely.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it'll ever happen because there's too much money, and the people that make too much money from it are going to push back because they're in bed with both the athlete and the schools, institutions, corporate sponsors, and those who write checks. I don't think we'll ever see it happen, man. Toothpaste is already out the tube now, man.
McGee said this: the first thing I thought about when I saw the Sorsby info come out was the duck of the interception he threw at the end of the Nebraska game last year. That's all speculation. Let's move on. I got a dip.
You do got a dip. Folks, Swim, you'll be back tomorrow with us. You got to take care of a meeting. Bach will film you. Well, for the rest of this, we'll do the 80 attitude adjustment. We'll be back.
Are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and frosty drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the walls so you'll never miss a play. Stop in for their incredible daily specials like $3 tall boys on Mondays, 5 wings for less than $6 on Wednesdays, and $20 beer buckets on Fridays. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
The University of Nebraska Rodeo Association excites you to announce the 2026 Nebraska Cornhusker College Rodeo. Come on out to Sandhills Global Event Center May 1st and 2nd. Cheer on the University of Nebraska Rodeo team as they take on teams from all across the Great Plains region. Friday is college night, and Saturday afternoon, kids attend free with purchase of adult GA ticket at the door. Advance tickets on sale now at sandhillsglobaleventcenter.org. Don't miss the Nebraska Cornhusker College Rodeo, May 1st and 2nd.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere air seeder during Landmark Implement's early order program. Take your seeding performance to the next level with John Deere's advanced air seeding technology. Achieve precise seed and fertilizer placement. With innovative openers and section control, you can maximize efficiency and reduce input costs. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's air seeder early order program. Contact your local Landmark location for details and experience the Landmark difference.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hey everyone, this is Austin Orman from Old School with Foreman and Orman, live from 1040 O Street in the heart of downtown Lincoln, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. My favorite thing about downtown Lincoln has to be the year-round energy. Downtown Lincoln never stops. It's easy to get to, has everything you could need or want in dining, entertainment, and retail, and of course it has Lincoln's best sports talk, proudly located in downtown Lincoln on the corner of 11th and O.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, bold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln. Have you been looking for home technology upgrades but don't know where to turn? Online information can be contradicting and confusing. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies can turn your living room into the place to watch your favorite sports. Whatever your vision is, Diode Tech is ready to make it a reality. From home theaters to outdoor entertainment spaces, they bring you along through the entire process to make sure you get exactly what you want. If you're ready to upgrade your entertainment space, visit Diode Tech online at diodetech.net or give them a call at 402-793-5124. Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs. Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back for the last segment. It's been a great ride. Nick had to go out and take care of some business. We got Baccarat. Oh, Baccarat. Bach, you mentioned no one ever said Baccarat.
I don't think so. I think this might be the first time.
I don't even know who originally. It's some 50s or 60s song, like Happy Days type song.
Yeah, you're right. Barbara Ann, though, yeah. A little bit different.
Bach, you're going to be taking care of the 11 to 1, and then obviously AC Slater will take off. I always call him AC Slater. He goes, hey, D, I don't hear that often, man. You know,
Yeah.
Of course, Adam Carreker and Bach will take you from 12 o'clock on during the lunch hour as well. Bach, it's been a good show, man. We got into talking about, you know, a young man. Well, he's young to me. He's 31. Sebastian Sawe ran a subpar under 2-hour marathon, 1 hour, 59-minute marathon, which seems surreal. And then we got on a bunch of talks, and the runners on the text line got with us. I made the mistake of saying a marathon is 23 miles. They were like, 26.2, Baldy.
That's right.
My cue ball, 8-ball brother. So they correct me. And I knew when I said it, I was like, oh, this is going to catch some backlash. Because I knew right away when I said it, which they know I'll say some things wrong quite often. The text line will, as you know, correct you.
That's correct.
Very quickly. But appreciate all the conversation. We talked about Nebraska. Again, takes on K-State tonight. 6:02 is the first pitch. You can watch that on Big Ten Plus. Of course, local radio stations will have that as well. Then we jumped in back to the Brendan Sorsby situation. That is a very soily situation in Texas Tech. Will Hammond, their backup quarterback, is recovering from an ACL injury. Will Sorsby has entered himself into a gambling rehab facility residence. So, and he's also being sued by Cincinnati for $1 million as part of the NIL agreement that they said he breached. He's saying, no, that's hogwash. So there's a lot going on with that right now. Then we got on the subject, should gambling be legal at the collegiate ranks? And there's a lot of different opinions and thoughts on that. We appreciate all you for chipping in your thoughts and your opinions on that. It always makes the show go fun, a wide variety of opinions, thoughts, etc. Folks, today's attitude adjustment is this. Mark, have you ever been told no before?
I have.
It sucks. No one necessarily, no one likes being told no, but it happens. And I shared this morning, folks, on this Take Ground Tuesday. If you're on Instagram, go to Instagram. And one of my Instagram guys, buddies on there, I forget the name, forgive me, says, hey man, Swim has not followed me back yet. Shocker. Swim doesn't even comment on my stuff, but I'm gonna go in my messages. I'm gonna find that. Folks, let's talk about that word. No does not necessarily, we think about no, we think rejection, disapproval, doors closing. But no means go. When you hear no, that means it's just the next one. When it comes to business and it comes to life, when doors have shut and there seems like opportunity. Folks, I get told no almost daily. Someone decides to go with another speaker, another consultant. It happens all the time in my world. I almost said Swim Bot. It happens in a lot of people's world. No, I don't want to advertise. No, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to do that. It happens. But you don't let no stop you from pursuing the things you want to do with your life, whether it's physical, whether it's financial, whatever their area may be. Folks, I have a survey at the end of my talks. It's a QR code, Bach. And people, they literally, it's like 2 or 3 questions. One of the last questions, would you hear Aaron again? Would you hear Aaron again? One of them is absolutely yes. One's absolutely no. There was an individual, this was a couple days ago, last week sometime, there was close to 1,000 yeses. There was one that said, absolutely not. I'm not listening to that guy talking again. It wasn't just no thanks. It was absolutely not. I was speaking back one time in Minneapolis about a month. In fact, I was watching Nebraska. It was their first game they played in the state tournament. And I'm getting the responses back because I can see them on this app that I use. And it's a great app. And the meeting planner that brought me in was like, hey, we want to take you to this location, blah, blah, blah. Just ecstatic. You know, the energy you brought. There was an individual that commented about, he had too much energy for 8:30 in the morning. I don't want to hear him again.
Not ready.
It's not ready. So, folks, there's going to be some that say yes, some that say no, but don't let the no stop you. How many no's are your goals worth to you? The number should be, there is no number. I'm going to reach the thing I desired to reach. If it's not, like I said, an offense to your fellow man or anyone else, go chase it. You're going to hear no. There's going to be detours. There's going to be obstacles. There will be things you have to deal with. How many no's? The answer, there's not enough no's to stop me from doing this, whether it's to be a mother, a father, physical goals, financial, whatever it may be. No means go. No just means there's another way to get it. Folks, thanks for listening this morning. We cannot wait to ride with you morning. Stay tuned. Bach will be one-on-one with a special guest. It's The Drive. Talk to you tomorrow.